This is IndusInd Bank presents Cheer for Greatness. Match number 42, Afghanistan versus South Africa in Ahmedabad is what we are building up to with Steve Harmison here for company. Thanks for your time, Steve. This might be one of those games where the favourite on paper is easy to pick, but Afghanistan have had a campaign to remember too.
Yeah, Afghanistan have had a brilliant tournament. They're going to be so proud of what they've achieved in the competition so far. If they go on and win tomorrow, that will be another tick in the box when you look at where they've come in the World Cup history. Beaten one of the semi-finalists, that would be another excellent achievement for Afghanistan. But for me, the favourites are South Africa. They've played some unbelievable cricket along with India so far in this tournament, and as consistency goes, they've been one of the consistent sides in the tournament, especially if they bat first. So I think for me, South Africa are favourites for this game.
Yeah, but this is the game which sees a lot on the outside cheering for Afghanistan. Everything you pointed out, it's been such a remarkable story, and that is one of the top comments we've got when we asked our viewers to chip in about who they are cheering for. It comes from Akar Shandilia, who says, "Love the way the Afghans have been playing and spoiling the party for many big teams. Maxwell made it for the Aussies, but Afghanistan could very well create an upset against South Africa." That sentiment from the outside is easy to gauge why, because they're a team whose success does give happiness to so many.
Absolutely. They've been loved by everybody. It seems a lot of people on commentary and a lot of people around the world have had Afghanistan as their second favourite team in this competition. And rightly so, because they've played with smiles on their faces. They've played some aggressive cricket, both in their body language and the way they've performed. And their spin department has been so good for them. I just think this might be one. I think the Maxwell innings has just probably took a lot of wind out of the sails of Afghanistan. You could see in the second half of that game, second innings, there was not much left to give, and can they pick themselves up for one more go? At the end of the tournament, they might think, Jonathan Trott might look back and go, what could have been? Because they lost to Bangladesh. That game against Australia, 91 for 7. They could easily be in South Africa's position. We're 10 or 12 points on the board, comfortably waiting for a semi-final spot and thinking, right, we just need a little bit of momentum going the knockout stages. But all in all, for me, it's been a great tournament for Afghanistan.
Give us one player you will be rooting for to have a big one this time.
Quinton de Kock is 130 away from Sachin Tendulkar's World Cup record.
Yep.
I'd like to think he'd be going hell for leather to make sure he gets that before they go into the big knockout stages. So with a little bit of a free hit for Quinton and a little bit of a free hit for South Africa, you might see South Africa let go of the shackles even more and try and get a massive score. So for me, Quinton de Kock will be key. On the other side, to combat that, Mujeeb with the brand new ball, I think he is so key for Afghanistan. He got a little bit of tap against Australia, hasn't had the wicket column that he would like in this tournament, and I'm sure he would like to go out on a high.
I wonder what South Africa being more unshackled could mean, because this version is already scoring 400 for fun. So might we have the first 500 ever?
We might have the first 500, but I doubt it against the spin of Afghanistan. But it'll be interesting to see not only the energy levels, but where mentally and the mindset of Afghanistan players are, because what Glenn Maxwell did the other day will take a lot out of them physically and mentally. And then, obviously, with it being so difficult to qualify for the knockout stages, South Africa might just capitalise. I don't think 500's on the cards, but the way South Africa are going, you can't write them off.
Yeah, that is something to cheer for. Thank you for your time and company, Steve. That does it from us on IndusInd Bank presents Cheer for Greatness.